Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm James from Haswings, and today we're taking a closer look at one of the most iconic events in motorsport, the Daytona 500. Whether you're a lifelong fan of racing or new to the sport, there's something special about this race, and we're here to dive into what makes the Daytona 500 such a big deal, especially in 2025. Now, for those who may not be familiar, the Daytona 500 is often referred to as the Great American Race. It's the season opening race for the NASCAR Cup Series and has been held annually at the Daytona International Speedway in Daytona Beach, Florida, since 1959. It's not just a race, it's a tradition that kicks off the racing season for millions of fans. On February 16th, 2025, the 67th edition of the Daytona 500 will take place, and it promises to be another thrilling chapter in the race's storied history. What makes this race so important is not just the speed, but the strategy, the excitement, and the sheer scale of the event. Let's talk about the atmosphere. Daytona Beach becomes an epicenter for motorsports enthusiasts every year around this time. The city fills with fans from all over the country, many of whom travel to witness the race firsthand. Whether you're attending in person or watching from home, the energy surrounding the event is contagious. Fans tailgate, mingle, and enjoy all sorts of activities leading up to the big race. While the Daytona 500 itself is the centerpiece, it's important to remember that it's part of a much larger weekend of racing. The race kicks off after several days of practice and qualifying events, including the famous duel races. These races help determine the starting positions and add to the anticipation of the main event. Now, when it comes to the drivers, the Daytona 500 attracts some of the best in the world. These athletes push their limits, driving at speeds of over 200 miles per hour, often in close quarters with dozens of other cars. It's a test of skill, focus, and endurance. The race itself is 500 miles long, meaning the drivers have to maintain their concentration for hours, all while dealing with the intense heat and the constant pressure to stay ahead of the pack. The Daytona 500 isn't just about speed, it's about strategy. One of the key tactics here is drafting. That's when drivers team up in packs to reduce air resistance and gain speed. These packs can form and break apart in the blink of an eye, making for some tense moments during the race. And then there's the finish. The Daytona 500 is known for its dramatic endings. With so much on the line, it's not uncommon for the race to come down to the final laps, sometimes even the final few seconds. That means anything can happen: a last-minute pass, a pit stop gamble, or a push for the finish line that changes the outcome. Winning the Daytona 500 is a huge accomplishment for any driver, but it's especially meaningful for the ones who have spent years trying to conquer this race. For many, it's the highlight of their careers. The victory lane celebrations are something to behold, as the winner is showered with confetti and greeted by their team and fans, all sharing in the excitement of a moment many will remember for years to come. So, if you're planning to be in Florida in February 2025, or if you're watching from the comfort of your home, the Daytona 500 is a race you don't want to miss. Whether you're a fan of NASCAR or just looking to experience one of the most exciting days in motorsport, the Daytona 500 has something for everyone. It's a race that brings together speed, strategy, and spectacle in a way that's unique to this legendary track. Thanks for tuning in today. I hope this gives you a better sense of why the Daytona 500 is such a big deal. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss any future content. I'll be back with more travel tips and exciting updates. And until then, stay safe and enjoy the race.